Now, as you guys can see, we are joined by some special guests here in the studio. And for the first time ever, we have the UC Davis football team on the show here in the studio. And representing the Aggies, we're going to start off over here. We have defensive back, senior defensive back, Kavir Baines. And right next to him, senior running back, Lan Larison. And we're going to go over to this side, right? Oh, I just put my face in there. Sorry, Lan. And we're going to go over to this side right here. The brand new head football coach of the UC Davis football team, the one and only Tim Plow. Thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Thanks for spending your Sunday with us.
Thanks so much for having us come out and supporting the program. We appreciate it.
All right, well, guys, obviously we're in the midst of camp right here. I actually had a chance to check you guys out at camp earlier this week. Seem to be rolling on all cylinders. How does it feel being back out there in camp, preparing for yet another big season here at Aggie Stadium?
I mean, it feels great, just to be back with the boys on the field, making plays like always. Can't wait to be under those lights.
Someone who makes a lot of plays up here is this guy right here, Lan Larison. Lan, how does your preparation change from season to season coming in? Is it the same kind of thing or is it a little different?
Yeah, a big part of the preparation comes from our head strength coach, Jeff Burke. He's super awesome, super analytical and statistical and all the stuff that he does. I couldn't explain it to you. But yeah, I mean, he gets me going every year and gets me ready to roll. So
I'm always curious when a coach takes over a program, because I'm sure the correct answer to this question is kind of a balance of both. But wanting to bring in and incorporate your own system versus when you come into a program and take over these players, want to build a system to the strength of the players that you already have. What is the balance like as a coach, trying to figure out how to make your mark, but also try and maximize the talent that's already there?
Well, I think one of the reasons why this was a great fit for me was, especially being my first head coaching job, is just understanding a lot of the players that were here already and having a lot of knowledge about UC Davis, obviously. So that made it helpful in making a decision where, hey, I know a lot of the players, I know their strengths, I know the strength of the program, so I don't really have to come up with anything new in that regard. But I think any good coach is going to look at their team every single year. What are they great at? Push towards the strengths, hide the weaknesses, and then next year figure out what the new team has. So I feel really good about the 2024 team. I think we got a lot of strengths in a lot of areas, and I think we're doing a good job of getting better in our weaknesses.
Coming into this season, there's some high expectations for the Aggie football program. You guys are ranked in the top 10 in the preseason poll. Lan, you are noted as being the preseason Big Sky Offensive Player of the Year this year. When you look at things like that and those expectations that have kind of been put before you and the team, how do you embrace that, and what is your reaction to that?
yeah, it definitely shows that we are on the right track, but we still got to play those games and perform. The thing we try to do is just stay within ourselves and play the best version of every down we can play.
We're a really good defense, but we're trying to be great this year. So our expectation is just to kind of just hit everybody in the mouth, put the foot on the throat, just go for the kill every time.
Training camp is such a unique environment because you're all teammates, but you're facing each other every day. Offense is facing defense every single day. I imagine when you actually get to week one, it's fun that you can be teammates again and you can root on your defense again. But iron sharpens iron, right? So your perspective of having to face, I know you're DB, but having to face Lan and having to face the offense every single day, what is your perspective on how good this offense can be?
Yeah, it's not fun tackling this guy. Yeah, he's pretty tough to bring down, but our offense is really good. We have a lot of good players. We have Miles at quarterback, CJ Hutton, this guy. We have Trent. So we have a lot of good weapons going on, and it's going to be a fun year this year. Just come out to Shredville and you'll see.
Now, Coach, you obviously used to be a quarterback at UC Davis. Is this kind of a surreal moment being back at Davis now as the head coach? I know you've coached there. You've had several stints as a coach there before coming the head coach. But when you think back to when in the 2000s when you were the quarterback there, and now you went from calling the shots on the field to calling the shots on the sidelines, how has this experience kind of been for you? And is this a full circle type moment?
Yeah, no doubt. Manifestation, something I believe in. I set my sights on having that position back in 2009, and sitting down with the coaches I care about, like Lou Bronson and Bob Biggs and Mike Morosky and Jim Soker, and knowing that that was the position I wanted to be in one day. And a lot of people have dream jobs, might be the Dallas Cowboys or, working at one of the big schools. And for me, this was my dream, was to be the head coach here. And for it to actually take place really is just a surreal thought process. And my wife is an alumni as well. To be able to raise our family in really our home is pretty cool. So we've worked really hard to get there. It's really important to me that we have success there. And so I'm going to work as hard as I can to bring a championship to Davis.
You picked off on a coach's passes yet?
That would not be hard to do. Yeah.
That run out onto the field, though, when you guys, as a whole team, sprint out into the tunnel and into your crowd for the first time, and you do it, of course, every single Saturday, whether it's home or away. But does that moment ever get old, even as seniors?
Definitely not. I mean, it's electric every time you take this stadium. And at home, we love our stadium, and it gets loud, and it sends a shock through your body. So it doesn't get old.
What he said.
What he said. There you go.
Coach, don't give anything away in terms of X's and O's or anything like that. That's not what we're asking here. But if you were to describe what UC Davis football is going to be to somebody, or you were to describe, if you come to a game on Saturday or you tune in to watch an Aggie game, this is how we're going to play, this is the type of football we're going to see. How would you describe what should be expected of the Aggies?
Well, the first thing would be that they're going to play together, that they're going to be a unit, all 100-plus guys working together to try to defeat an opponent. I think it's going to be exciting. We're going to try and attack on offense and attack on defense and not wait for our opponents. We're going to try to dictate to them. And hopefully, again, they'll see the love that these guys have for each other, the belief they have in their community and their school, and the pride they have for that. And that's what we're trying to do every week.
Do you have a touchdown dance? I haven't seen one. Do you have one?
Celebrate with the line.
Good job. Good job. Do you have an interception dance?
I'm a shimmy.
By the way, that's a reference to Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity.
Hey, Psi, my new pie.
Absolutely. Not everyone can be a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. But at any rate, with that being said, we definitely appreciate you guys coming on the show. Kavir Land, Coach Tim Plow. We really appreciate you guys. Good luck this season. Of course, if you guys want to come out and see the UC Davis Aggies in action at Aggie Stadium, they have their schedule on their website. Definitely come out and check it out.